gonna go here. Good job. See that bridge right over there? I'm gonna walk over to it and check it out too. In this park. And of course there, got the GGs. The OGs of the hood. Just popping their heads up. See the OGs over there through the trees? Oh my goodness. Anyways, we've got a really kind of a cool situation here. They've turned this portion of it into a park, and it goes up into the hills a little bit further up. But what I'm gonna do is come in here, flip around, so that I can go up by the bridge, show you the bridge. It's gorgeous out. Gorgeous today. Absolutely stunning. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna park, and then we're gonna walk up to this bridge that is where the area I'm in, they basically have deemed it the historic neighborhood. So basically they will never come through and take my home from me, as far as like they need to put a railroad through it or some type of like whatever they do. They're not going to do it to me because I live in the historic district. So we're going to go in the historic district right now to the bridge, and I'm going to talk about AI and nature, which is actually really, really apropos for the situation. So, well, here we go. Over here, up the path, I've not gone wherever this path takes us. I've not gone as far as over to the bridge and the way that it's made and the stone that's in it. The reason why I'm doing this is because the next trip I make is actually going to be to what they call Labyrinth Park, which is up on the other side of this whole historic district in this little small town that I'm in. It's called Labyrinth Park, and there are slates of brick that were taken out of what they called the wall in Labyrinth Park. Way back, they said. They couldn't even in the historic literally say who built it's the wall. Those bricks are being taken to old historic district here, and the state, the county here, is auctioning off these literally, to me, they're Roman walls, like the one in Lake Havasu. Look it up. So they've taken those bricks out, and then they did auctions, and they made money off of it. And the rich people, they live up on what I call Hob Hill. I'm not sure what it is, but they're really old, beautiful homes, but 3 stories with basements, all brick. Those people are refurbishing their homes, and they're literally auctioning. They're buying it from the city for the blocks to refurbish the homes. Yeah. And I'm going to show you the blocks that I saw versus the blocks that are up there at the homes that they're redoing. And then this bridge that just holds the railroad that runs right through here. Okay. We've got a railroad. I've got a ditch system here in this park. We're going to go over the little bridge. We're going to see how this whole little canal system was set up, right? They've set it up. Now, I would imagine, it's a drainage system and everything. But what I'm going to investigate as we go forward through me going through this little small town I'm in, because there's stuff everywhere, you guys, everywhere. What I'm going to do is try and figure out, and see, then it continues all the way. This would be obviously, their drainage system. But even over at the park that I go to, it's built similar to kind of what's going on here for the actual falls. So it's a man-made, the whole thing was man-made. It was all a system at one point, and I think it was across the whole realm. Not just here where I live in small town. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, so here we go. I'm walking forward. I want to look, maybe find some old, whatever. Let's just see. See here? That's a path. You can follow the path. It'll lead you right back into the illusion, which is the simulation. We've got tennis courts here, Cajun, for your balls to stay in. Just like they want to tell us that we're floating out in space on some ball, never land, when all the stars stay the same for thousands and thousands. That make that make sense, somebody, please. Tomorrow, today, yesterday, whenever. In the now, how about right now? All right, so I don't take the beaten path. I will go off the beaten path, head up to the railroad tracks, check it out. Not the best shoe wear for what I'm about ready to do. I got flip-flops on, you guys. And in the 80s, they called them thongs for all you sexy mofos. They called flip-flops thongs. All right, let's check this out. How about that? What do we got here? Right next to the railroad, right next to where they built the bridge, we got a capped off something. What's that? Maybe I'll sit on that tonight. Sit here and talk about the simulation and AI. Groach's Foundry. Huh. Check it out. Guys. Somebody's got a play yard right here in the backyard. What is that? Let's go check it out. That's a big store right back there. See all the lines and everything? And then right behind that is the AI tower. So somebody's put this up. I don't know about that one. That looks like maybe I'd find a dead body up in there. So here's the wall. And then look how that looks like natural earth, right? Okay. And then look over there how it's built up. And there's the old graveyard. You see that? Go in that graveyard. Went to the one across the way. I will take a journey there and show you that the oldest graveyard in this little town. This is what the graveyard diggers, literally digging, and I went and visited them. They were telling me the oldest graveyard that's in this place is 1828. Okay, guys? So we're going to start putting stuff in perspective. 1828. They just recently tore down the courthouse. It had the old hold on a second. Enjoy the view. The courthouse had the old elevators in them, the iron. A lot of these homes have a lot of the copper that has turned that kind of bluish green, like the Statue of Liberty. In a lot of these old maps and drawings and stuff, you'll see 13 stars, which they'll say, oh, those are the 13 colonies that we first established, which would be in the east before they moved, right? But there was actually some stuff that was found in Oregon and Washington state, up in the Seattle area, which is where the big flood happened, January 26, 1700. You had a 9.2 hit, guys. 33-foot waves came up on America, and it landed 600 miles inland, which would be the tip of this state that I'm in. And in the reports of D.C. and Congress, when they were making the deal with Henry Ford for the hydrolysis system, just in Nebraska, he slapped his name on that, which has become the electric company through proxy. Congress stated about this area that I'm in that from this point to the west is a wasteland. And from this point to the east is what they're developing right now. And that they had not yet established the states in the west, but they had sent all these pioneers out into the west. Do you know why, guys? Do you want to really know why? There's a lot of gold. There was a lot of mounds covered up with a lot of sand and salt. And you know why? Because when that hit January 26, 1700, it cracked the fault line, Cascadian fault line, and right next to it, 6 feet. If you could imagine 6 feet of the earth from the coast where it cracked at Puget Sound at 9.3, they estimate, which is the largest we've ever had on this continent, hit at 9.3. It cracked down, would you say, California, the coastline there, and dropped 6 feet. That would turn all of that soil, all of that salt, and then it drained in right from Puget Sound up by Alaska. All that water came in because it sunk 6 feet. Then the water went all the way up 600 feet to Alaska and 600 feet down to Mexico. Look it up. Oh, look what I got. What is it? Something big is in the tree, and I don't know what it is, but it's rustling around. and it's got a big nest. And it's probably a little angry that I'm right here, just talking away. This is a good spot. It's a really cool spot. I think I'm gonna take a seat right there. That's my seat. Right there. How's that? I'm gonna sit on a railroad track. Oh, this guy don't like me down here. Maybe he's gonna start throwing. Oh, it's a squirrel. It's their house. Look. It's their house. See him? It's their house. I love it. They might start throwing like nuts down at me. I'm sitting below them. The ones at my house know me. They really like me. They're all over my house. So AI, the simulation, Sophia, which would be feminine energy, flowing up, rhythm. And what's happened is people have been caught up in the yin and the yang, the duality of it, and they don't know how to immerse the two, because this is his realm, right? This is the realm, Prince of Air. And so things seem fluid, seem solid around you. And there's a lot of history in that time of everything that's around us. It's a lot. Isn't interesting? Other people are like, I don't care where I live. I don't care about my ancestors. I don't care that we've been usurped. Some real hillbilly thinking, They just don't open their minds, which is okay. That's on you.